In this video, I'm going to talk a little bit more about functions and in particular the parameters that we pass into functions. Now, within a class, I've declared a function here called printDetails, and it's not particularly exciting. If I do a student.printDetails, obviously no parameters in this particular case, and all it's going to do is print the age. Now, the first idea is that we can actually create multiple versions of printDetails. So let's create another one. So public void printDetails. Notice that it's spelled exactly the same. Now, we can't have another function that has no parameters, but we could have a variable. Let's say that, for example, that prints the age or the name. So we've got two parameters here, and depending on a Boolean, so we'll call print age. We'll do something like that. Okay. So now we have a different version of printDetails, but this one takes a Boolean, and we could just say if print age, and I'm just going to do it like that. Then we're going to do this. Whoops. Like that. Otherwise, and we'll just do the same, but I'm going to change it to the name is. Otherwise, you print the name. Okay, so now we've got a thing here where we could call this printDetails, or we could pass in a true. Okay, now this is called overloading or overriding, and it's a powerful idea because it allows us to have lots of different versions of the same function that allows us to do different things depending on the parameters. And you can have as many parameters as you want, but I would say that in general, a good rule of thumb is no more than 4. If you are passing more than 4 parameters into a function, probably your design is not quite right and you need to rethink. However, there are lots of examples in the .NET family of things where actually there are loads and loads and loads and loads of parameters. For example, the message box is a classic one. Have I got message box in here? I can't remember which one is it. Is it using Microsoft.forms? Oh, I can't remember which one it is. Oh, system.forms. Oh, I can't remember which one it is. But there is in the system.forms the message box that you can have hundreds of parameters in the message box. So it is used out there, but generally speaking, 4 parameters at most. Right now, so here we go. So we've got 2 printDetails, both of them public in this case. One takes no parameters. So if we passed no parameters, it would go to this one here, and if we passed in a single Boolean, it would go to this one here. Notice that we couldn't create another one called printDetails, and you can have different return types as well sometimes. But we couldn't have another one that said print name, just because. Oh, okay. So you can do so. C++ you can't do that. Oh no, there we go. Yeah. So the error is here. It doesn't really regard the parameter name. It regards the type. And so the fact we've got 2 printDetails here that take a bool means it doesn't know which one it would call based on that, which is fair enough. So we can't. You've got to have different by type parameter types. Now, the other thing that you can do is you can also put default values on these. Now, I'm going to get rid of that one there because let's say, for example, if I did printDetails like this, I wanted to only print the age, but if I did this, or I wanted to explicitly do this, it would print the age or the name. So what you can do is you can set your parameter by default to a particular value. So let's say we set it to true. If I do printDetails like this, print age will automatically get defaulted to true. It's not been provided there, so it will fill in the gaps and it will make print age true. If I do this, well, that's fine. It will pass this value in here and print age will be true because of this. If I do this, then print age will be false because of this. So effectively, if I provide the value for print age, it will use that. If I don't provide the value for print age, it will use this. So it's a really nice way of using default values within our functions. Okay.